back. A month and a half since the last update where I said I was this close to finishing the assembly. So I was apparently severely underestimating the amount of time that the last 5% of the assembly were going to take, but still, it's finally done. Version 1.0 of the piano. All 88 keys have fully functioning hammer action, the electronics are fully in place, and I even added a monitor stand so I could, read the sheet music from. There's still a few bugs and issues that I need to solve, but hey, they're minor enough that I can call it, done, and considering all the future changes is just kind of fix-ups instead of part of the actual assembly. Let me do a quick promo before I get into a bit more specifics with a glissando action of the hammer actions. Right, so the actual assembly was done around 3 weeks back, and the rest of the time was spent trying to play the piano, find an issue, disassemble the piano, solve said issue, reassemble the piano, try to play again, only to find another major issue, so repeat the cycle over and over again. I've had hammers colliding with the back plate, I've had notes not playing, notes playing twice with a single key press, hammers not being caught by the back check properly, the discovery that the weight adjustment springs were a bit too strong, so there was an extra 10 grams on, once you press the key than there was originally. So I had to get new springs and replace all of them. And a bunch of other issues that I'm not going to mention. I've had to adjust the let-off distance, so that's like the distance the hammer rises before it stops and requires to jump the rest of the distance just by momentum itself, probably like 3 or 4 times in total, and that's for every single key, just adjusting them up and down by like millimeter one way or millimeter the other way during this entire time, and that's quite painful. Anyway, fortunately that's all behind me now. I just have some firmware updates, and the hammerhead felt in the back here needs to be replaced with something a tiny bit quieter. At the moment, just to have a listen, it's not exactly noisy, but it is hearable. Yeah, it's maybe like 2 times louder than what you'd hear from my official digital piano, so not too bad, but definitely something that could be made better. At the moment, I'm just kind of using this hard felt as the hammerhead felt. It works pretty well with the action because the hammers expect to be able to have an almost hard surface to hit so they rebound properly, but that also causes the noise to be quite loud. So I found this as a replacement. The felt is from a Yamaha digital piano hammerhead felt replacement kit. I've removed some of the white super soft foam that they have at the top and placed this more harder green felt at the top. This should it should make it quieter while at the same time still giving it a pretty hard surface for the hammer to rebound against and not cause any further issues. In any case, that's all for the future, and this is kind of beyond the scope of the piano design as it is right now in the piano assembly. So I'll do all of that kind of off camera and not even really mention any of that. So, just something to keep in mind. So if you notice the felt in the back, it becomes more colorful, that's what's going on. So yeah, anyway, enough about that. I've got another piece to play to showcase the finished piano and the hammer action in the back. Without further ado, enjoy.